Good morning. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. It is warmer than average, there's no doubt. We still have a lot of cloud cover. It's going to take a little bit longer for these clouds to erode. I think they eventually will, and high temperatures will be in the mid 70s, about 76 degrees or so. Let's talk about Christmas really quick. You know, we've been talking about this for a while. Since around December the 11th, that Christmas would be warmer than average and probably in the upper 70s. And that whole time really been talking about as well that if there was too much cloud cover, then it would be warmer than average, maybe not upper 70s, but probably lower to mid 70s. I'm still hanging in with upper 70s, but just keep a note that if we do have a lot more cloud cover, that it'd probably be closer to lower to mid 70s. But either way, I mean, that's way warmer than we should be for this time of the year. 78 Christmas Eve, 78, 79 for Christmas Day. Sounds about right. Lows in the mid 60s. The gingerbread people there, they're excited. So maybe we should be excited. I can tell you this, I'm not real excited about a warm Christmas, but the gingerbread people, they definitely are excited for sure. Okay, let's take a look. Well, I hit the wrong button there. We don't want that one. Okay, so here's a question. When will Santa arrive? Well, he's going to arrive after you're asleep. And you can see the clock over there, and he's going to leave before you wake. I know, it's not scientific, and it's really kind of a joke, but when I saw that, I thought it was I thought it was funny. I don't know why. Maybe you don't think it's funny, but I thought it was funny. Okay, temperature out there right now, 69 degrees. Our low this morning was 62. We've gone up about 7 degrees, and the clouds, give it about another hour, they should start to erode and mix out. And then we'll have some sunshine this afternoon, partly cloudy skies. You can see the records there. 13 is a record low set back in 1989, record high in the mid 80s, around 84. So some sunshine, 77. Our normal high temperature should be in the mid 60s, around 64. And if you've got any late minute Christmas shopping that you need to do, out there this evening should be partly cloudy and temperatures in the low 70s. Fog, we still have a little bit left over in Kerrville. Along the coast, it was really thick this morning, but Kerrville left with 2-mile visibility. And the clouds are really low. Matter of fact, we still have 7-mile visibility. You really can't tell that the visibility is 7 miles, like on the road or something. But the one way you can tell is the clouds are generally lower. And so we've got some low clouds still out there. That's why I think it's going to take at least another hour before these clouds erode. Taking a look at the temperatures, we've got 69. You can tell where there's a little sunshine already in the 70s. Catula's at 78. Let's see, George West 79. Kerrville is still cool in the lower 60s, around 61. Let's take a look at the satellite imagery here. Hopefully it'll pause. Yeah. Okay. You know, most of the time in the satellite imagery, the clouds show up as like a lighter color, like a light gray or like a white, something like that, and the ground is usually darker. Well, in the winter, sometimes it's a different situation. It's the opposite. It's the inverse. Because the ground is usually cooler, so it'll show up a little brighter. And the clouds, if they're low clouds, they tend to show up as a darker shade. So let me put this into motion and watch. Look at that surge of that. Isn't that cool? I just think it's cool. You may not think it's that cool, but you can just see that as the clouds move in from the Gulf. It's kind of the inverse. With the infrared. Infrared, you know, it's not like a visible image. It's you're looking at the temperatures of the clouds and not like a camera or not like a visible image. All right, let's take a look at temperatures this afternoon. It's about 76. Dallas-Fort Worth 72. Up around the northern part of the country if you're flying. I know a lot of folks are traveling. Lower 30s, 40s, East Coast. And if you're going to Denver, believe it or not, Denver may actually hit near 70 for a high. All right, let's take a look at this upper level pattern. We've got a big long wave trough out in the Pacific. And in response to that, we've got a ridge of high pressure. That's why I think temperatures will be above average. And if we can see any sunshine for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, those temperatures will get into the upper 70s. Now that system should weaken, move across the country, and I'm thinking it's going to bring a cold front in here on Sunday. The computer models, they vary quite a bit. I'm going to go with the European. And I think it will be cooler. See that pronounced northerly flow right there? I think it's going to be quite a bit cooler for the beginning of next week. There is a chance that the GFS and some of the other ones may be right and therefore not as cool. but you'll see what I did on the 14-day that's coming up. All right, highs today in the 70, let's see, right there. It's about 76, I think. And then tomorrow morning, some patchy fog again with low clouds. And then they'll break out, partly cloudy, highs again in the mid to upper 70s. And then there's Wednesday with patchy fog and clouds, maybe a little drizzle. And then we should break out. That should be really the pattern as we head through the rest of the week. Here's your 14-day. Today's high temperature, again, 76. Tomorrow, I might take that down, but anyway, 79 after some morning fog, 78, 79 for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. If that changes, it'll probably be down, not up. And then for Friday, 81, Saturday, 81 for a high. Sunday, cold frontal boundary. I'm going to go with 69 on Sunday, and notice I'm going to go with 59 on Monday, 64 on Tuesday. If the European ends up not being right, then those temperatures will come up. But I think that's pretty much right. And for Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, 65, and then it looks like it really warms up for the first couple of days into the new year of 2026. All right, we really appreciate you streaming with us. Make sure to go to kens5.com or get Kens 5 Plus and watch me at noon. I'll be on 4, 5, 6, and 10 for Bill, I believe, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.